Assalamualaikum. I am Rabiatul Adawiyah and my metric number is 055120. Today, I will review the future of capitalism facing the new anxieties by Paul Collier, focusing on chapter 4 regarding the ethical firms starting from page 85 until 92. So the main idea that shapes our world today is capitalism, that includes defense of free enterprise. On a global scale, it is clear that this kind of ideology has cut down on poverty and raised the level of wealth worldwide, but it also divides peoples and throws societies into economic and social crises. Even though this book is mainly about the United States and Britain, where firm has torn the fabric of society because there is no longer a non-capitalist part of the world, Collier's analysis seems to apply everywhere. How moral does Collier see the company to be? Most important question is why the company was made. Collier strongly supported the idea of company was created to maximize the benefits for all stakeholders, not just profits for its capital owners. He also said that the government policies and regulations are becoming more in favor of this. Rules are set to ensure all companies follow the same policy, as decisions through the board will result in consistency. Through the auction of the right to monopolize, it is possible to combine the best guesses for price control with the competition. However, the credibility of the government's commitment is one of the obstacles. Thus, Paul Collier proposed to shorten the contract term to match the political term to minimize the pressure from the upcoming election. Experts have said the same things about how to do it. One of them is regulation. Collier talked about the issue of the company being owned by the community. British citizens expressed their dissatisfaction with utilities regulated by private firms, and a majority support nationalization to switch it to public ownership. Collier blames both sides regarding government policies and rules that can protect the dignity of capitalism. Ideologies on the left put too much faith in the government, which has a lot of limitations, he says. He also hit the right-wing extremists who wanted the market to have no rules. Some industries have worked better run by private parties regulated by firms. He also wanted to put high taxes on people who made too much money, especially those who made money easily. The need to differentiate corporate tax rates based on the company size with the aim not to undermine economies of scale but to generate profits for societies. Yet, even though there are tax differences according to the company size, companies like Amazon benefit greatly through fraud to avoid taxes. So another way is to ensure that the interests of the whole committee are represented on every board of directors, including by commissioners in a system with two chambers. This includes making changes to the law so that lawmakers who ignore the economic, social, or environmental interests of the larger community will face clear civil and criminal penalties. New types of business could also be made, like the well-known public interest companies in the United States, which have clear commercial and social goals. Capitalism needs to be kept in check by keeping an eye on the public. If the most common story about firms today is that they are greedy, corrupt, and take advantage of people, this shows that wrongdoing has been tolerated for a long time. So one thing that needs to be done is to give corporations that put people at risk a special legal label. Collier said that if a driver kills a pedestrian by hitting them with a car, it is called manslaughter, which is different from premeditated murder. He said that bank behavior that makes people's life hard should be called manslaughter, with special legal consequences. So, those in charge of corporation can use their power more responsibly. Collier noted that encouraging firms to have good intention is our contribution to the society, but continuing to work for something that has no purpose is personally soul-destroying. The moral and ethical science is essential to fix the market, which hasn't been severe enough to work for everyone's benefit until today. In conclusion, Collier writes a great book when people are talking about capitalism, especially in its future. It should also raise more questions that it tries to answer, giving people interested a lot more to look into. That's what this book does.